right, good morning. So today we're doing formulating three variable systems of equations. It is pretty straightforward. You are just forming equations with three different variables in it, okay? And they're all gonna be for the same situation, the same system that's going on, okay? So Kristen spent $229 on clothes. Jeans cost $28, shoes cost $35, and tops cost $20. She bought equal amount of jeans as shoes. She bought 8 items total. We want to write a system of equations to represent this situation, okay? So we have a lot of different things going on, okay? But we're going to break this up into 3 different things that's going to help us out, okay? Okay, so to form our equations, we're going to need variables and we're going to need to know our totals, right? So let's start, and it says totals / comparisons. Sometimes you're gonna have a comparison and not a total, okay? When we're doing 3 variable systems of equations, we have 3 variables. We're gonna have 3 equations, okay? So we're looking for 3 totals or 2 totals and 1 comparison. Okay, so let's look at what we've got. Kristen spent $229 on clothes. I would say $229 is a total. That's the total amount she spent on all of her clothes. So one total is that it's going to equal $229. Okay. Jeans cost $28. That's not a total. That's just one thing that we have, right? Jeans cost $28. Shoes cost $35 and tops cost $20. So jeans, shoes, and tops, those are all clothes, right? So those are the things that are going to add up to give us our $229. So that's where you get your variables from. Okay, you're going to have, we can do J for the amount of jeans that she purchases. We can do S to represent the amount of shoes that she purchases. And we can do T to represent the amount of tops that she purchases, okay? She bought equal amount of jeans as shoes. That's not a total, but that's a comparison. You're comparing the amount of jeans to the amount of shoes that she bought. And the amount of jeans is equal to the amount of shoes. So what we can say is that jeans, the amount of jeans that she purchased is equal to the amount of shoes that she purchased. So we can say those 2 things are equal. That's one of our comparisons. So we have 1 total, 1 comparison. We're looking for another total. Let's see. She bought 8 items total. Well, there we go. So our last total is going to be that we bought 8 items. Okay? So now what we want to do is write an equation to represent our totals and our comparisons, right? Using our variables, okay? So what added up to give us $229? Well, we know if this is money, we're just going to be looking at the money, okay? We're going to keep money all together. So she spent $28 per amount of jeans that she bought, right? So for each jean she bought, she spent $28. Plus, for each pair of shoes she bought, she spent $35 for each pair of shoes, right? And then for the tops, she spent $20 per top that she bought. And all of that totals up to be $229. Okay, so that's our first equation. If you want to number it, number 1, you can. Number 2. The amount of jeans that she purchased equals the amount of shoes that she purchased. So all we're going to say is that the amount of jeans she purchased, J, equals S, our amount of shoes that she purchased. That's a perfectly fine equation. It represents the situation that's going on. Jeans equals shoes. The amount of jeans purchased equals the amount of shoes purchased. J equals S. Okay? And then lastly, she bought 8 total. Well, what are the items that she was purchasing? Jeans, shoes, and tops, right? we don't know how many jeans she purchased, but we know we're not dealing with money here. We're just talking about the items in general. So she purchased jeans, she purchased shoes, and she purchased tops. The amount of jeans plus the amount of shoes plus the amount of tops added up to be 8 items. And those are your 3 equations. That's it. Okay, we're gonna look at a few more examples just so you get some more practice in seeing it, and there are some slightly different ways each one of these could work. So example 2, Larry ordered 2 soccer balls, 1 basketball, 5 footballs for $125. Melanie ordered 3 soccer balls and 1 football for $60. Taylor ordered 2 soccer balls, 3 basketballs, and 1 football for $95. Okay, so we want to split this up into our 3 categories again. So our first category is totals. We want to go through and look for totals. Well, here's everything Larry equaled, and all of that totaled out to be $125. So for Larry, we have $125. I'm just going to label this off to the side so we know this is for Larry, right? And then Melanie ordered 3 soccer balls and 1 football. Her total was $60. And this was for Melanie. Okay. And then Taylor, everything he ordered totaled up to be $95. So that was his total. Okay. Well, what are the variables? What are the individual things that added up to give us these totals? Well, the things are the different balls, the soccer balls, the basketballs, and the footballs, okay? So we can let S be the number of soccer balls, okay? We can let B be the number of basketballs, and then we'll let F be the number of footballs. Okay? We want to write an equation to represent Larry's total, Melanie's total, and then Taylor's total. So let's do Larry first. Larry ordered 2 soccer balls. So 2 times however much a soccer ball costs, right? Plus, he ordered 1 basketball. I don't have to put the 1 there. I can just put 1B, right? For 1 basketball. And then Larry also purchased 5 footballs. So $5 per football that he purchased made his total, or 5 per, however much footballs cost, made his totals $125. Okay? Then we have Melanie. Melanie ordered 3 soccer balls. So Melanie has 3 times however much soccer balls cost, plus she ordered 3 soccer balls and 1 football. Did she order any basketballs? No. If I were to put a B here, that would mean that she ordered 1 basketball. So I'm not gonna put any B's for basketballs. I'm just gonna skip and put that she ordered 1 football. So plus 1F, and her total was only $60. Okay. Then for Taylor, Taylor ordered 2 soccer balls. So 2 times however much soccer balls cost, plus 3 basketballs. So 3 times however much basketballs cost. And then 1 football for a total of $95. There are 3 equations that represent the 3 different situations we had going on. This is our system of equations. That's it. All right, for this third example, Miguel ordered 100 sandwiches for the office. Turkey cost $4.25, ham cost $3.75, and chicken cost $4. Miguel ordered 10 less ham than turkey. The total spent was $415. Okay, so let's figure out our totals. Well, the first total I see is that Miguel ordered 100 sandwiches for the office. So he ordered 100 total sandwiches, okay? So that's gonna be our first total would be 100 sandwiches. I'm gonna abbreviate sandwiches. Our next total, let's see. Turkey costs $4.25. That's just the amount for turkey. Ham costs $3.75. Chicken costs $4. Those aren't our totals. Those are going to tell us what adds up to our totals, right? So those are going to be our variables. Let's go ahead and do that. So we have T for turkey. We can have H for ham. And we can have C for chicken. Okay? And let's keep going. Miguel ordered 10 less ham than turkey. That's a comparison, okay? So 10 less ham than turkey. How do we show that? Okay, that's what you have to think about. Let's say, let's just pretend that Miguel ordered 20 turkeys, okay? So Miguel had 20 turkeys. And then, can y'all see that? Let me slide you over. Okay. So if we had 20 turkeys, this is just a pretend number. And it says Miguel ordered 10 less ham than turkey. So he has 10 less hams than he does turkeys. Well, if he has 20 turkeys, 10 less than that would mean that he had 10 hams, right? Okay, so right now you have 20 equals 10. Are these two things equal? No. Since we're saying less, 10 less, right? We're talking about subtraction. So what would I need to subtract by to make these equal? Well, to make these equal, I would need to take away 10 here in order for it to equal the number of hams. So what we could say is we would say the number of turkeys, or our turkeys, if you were to take 10 away from the amount of turkeys that we have, then it would equal our amount of hams, right? So the amount of turkeys that we have minus 10, if I took 10 away from the total turkeys, then it would equal our number of hams, right? If I took 10 away from 20, if I did 20 minus 10, then it would equal 10, right? 20 minus 10 is 10. And then those two things are equal. Are y'all with me? So what we're gonna say is kind of what we wrote out right here. And wrote into my space right here, but we're gonna say turkey minus 10, so subtracting 10 away from the total amount of turkeys is gonna equal our amount of hams, okay? And we're gonna ignore all of this that I scribbled, okay? So here's our first total, here's our second, but this one's a comparison. So the amount of turkeys that we have subtracted by 10 would give us our number of hams that we have, okay? Let's figure out our third one. So we had one total, one comparison. So this next one's gonna be a total. And our next sentence says the total spent was $415. Okay, so that was our last total, was $415. All right, so let's work on making our equations for this. Okay, 100 sandwiches in total. Okay, the different types of sandwiches that were purchased where we had turkey sandwiches plus ham sandwiches plus chicken sandwiches. All of those sandwiches that he purchased together came out to be 100 sandwiches in total. So that's one of our equations, right? Our next equation is going to be to represent this situation, this comparison that we had right here. So turkey sandwiches minus 10 gives us our ham sandwiches, okay? And then our last equation would be to give us this $415. Well, if we spent $4.25 per turkey sandwich, plus we spent $3.75 per ham sandwich, plus $4 per chicken sandwich. That all added up to give us our total of $415. And those are our three equations. I know the comparison one is a little more to think about. That's why I tend to think about it like this instead of just trying to figure out which one to subtract your 10 from. To actually make them equal, you had to subtract 10 from the total amount of turkeys because turkeys are more, right? So if you have more turkeys, you need to subtract 10 away to make it equal the amount of hams, okay? We subtracted because this said less. You ordered 10 less. Less means you're subtracting, right? If it had said 10 more, right, you had Miguel ordered 10 more ham than he did turkey, okay? Then your ham is then in the plus. Your ham is more. So your amount of turkey you would need to add 10 to in order for it to equal the amount of ham that you purchased, right? So less you're subtracting, more you would add. Our last example, example 4, an athletic complex sold 5,100 tickets on Saturday. They made a total of $32,000 in ticket sales. Volleyball tickets are $6, tennis tickets are $5, and baseball tickets are $7. They sold twice as many volleyball tickets as baseball tickets. So let's figure out our first total. An athletic complex sold 5,100 tickets on Saturday. So that's the total amount of tickets that were sold on Saturday was 5,100 tickets, okay? Then it says they made a total of $32,000 in ticket sales. So that's our total amount for ticket sales, $32,000, okay? Volleyball tickets are $6, tennis tickets are $5, and baseball tickets are $7. Let's go ahead and do our variables then. So we'll just have V for volleyballs. And then we'll have T for, I don't know how I put volleyball's ticket. Volleyball tickets, okay. V for volleyball tickets, T for tennis tickets, and then we're gonna have B for baseball tickets. Okay. Those are our variables, and then our last sentence says they sold twice as many volleyball tickets as baseball tickets. So we have a comparison here. You sold 2 times as many volleyball tickets as baseball tickets. So how can we make those two things equal? Okay, let's go back to if I sold, let's say we had 20, I'm making up a number here, 20 volleyball tickets. Okay. We sold twice as many volleyball tickets as baseball tickets, which means I would have only sold 10 baseball tickets, right? Because I sold twice as many volleyball tickets. So double baseball tickets, 10, double that, and you get 20, right? So clearly 20 is not equal to 10. I need to add in this 2 somewhere to make it equal. I sold twice as many volleyball tickets as baseball. So twice as many, you're multiplying. So what would I do to 10? What would I multiply it by to get 20? Well, I could multiply 10 by 2 to get 20, right? So that's what we have to do to make these two things equal. The amount of baseball tickets purchased multiplied by 2 would equal the amount of volleyball tickets purchased. Okay, so that's our last equation, our last comparison, I mean. So 20 volleyball, oh, not 20, I made that number up. So volleyball tickets is equal to 2 times baseball. Okay, And then we're gonna make our equations. So he sold 5,100 tickets in total, which means the volleyball tickets sold plus the tennis tickets sold plus the baseball tickets sold equaled 5,100. Okay. The total amount that they made from the tickets was $32,000. So volleyball tickets are $6 per ticket plus $5 per tennis ticket plus $7 per baseball ticket adds up to give us a total of $32,000 in ticket sales. And then our last one, the amount of volleyball tickets sold is twice the amount of baseball tickets. That is the last of our examples. I hope these help. If you have any questions, please email me. Let me know which parts were confusing, which ones you don't quite understand, and I can give you some more examples. I can explain a little bit more. Just let me know if you need any help, okay? And have a great day.